Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? A gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Tuesday. I had to think about it. It's December 10th, and it is 2:39 in the a.m. The reason I had to think about what day it was is because I don't know if you can hear it. I'm really raspy this morning. I got my tea. I was off work yesterday because I was just not feeling 100. I'm still not feeling 100, but here I am because I have a lot of paperwork to do. Um, I didn't even post anything yesterday. I missed a day of getting some of my orders completed. Yeah, I was just down. But I'm back up. Again, I have my tea, my turmeric tea with immunities, whatever that means. And here I am. Now, I'm just going to dive into it this morning. Normally, I do an introduction video or something of that nature to let you know my line of thought, but I'm just going to dive in this morning. I've received a reply on my YouTube channel, and this sister and I have been chatting back and forth just on some of the videos I post, and, I really appreciate this sister, Carol. Thank you. I just appreciate the conversation. Amen. And the reason I posted my YouTube channel, I started posting it to TikTok, is because we don't know where TikTok is going. Right now, I believe the case is headed to the Supreme Court, and we all know how that rolls. That being said, here I am discussing this, and I want to open up for more conversation. Carol, I have been talking about just being hurt and being let down, and just, the pain of just kind of deciphering all that. People being peoply. Just put it like that. People being peoply. And, she's like, I'm sorry you were hurt. I'm glad you're healing. And I had to really look at the sentiment. I really appreciate the sister because, like I said, we've been chatting back and forth about the goodness of God and, some of the things I post. So I really appreciated the sentiment, but I had to pause. And it took me 2 days to respond to her. I did the cursory, thank you, I responded to something. And, I had to dissect the fullness of what she responded to me. And I had to take ownership, accountability. I can't blame any one person for hurting me. There's been a lot of difficulties throughout life. There's some where I was completely blindsided and 100% innocent in. Take ownership of that. There's some I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Life be life and hard. But in this particular instance, I have no one to blame but myself. If you listen to people long enough, they'll tell you who they are, and they'll tell you what they're doing, and they'll demonstrate a pattern of certain behaviors. Now, I call stuff out. As soon as I recognize it, I call it out. For some reason, I did not in this particular behavior. I heard it repeatedly. Now, the individual held me accountable for the things that I said, specific to my anger. I know that it's there. Y'all, please believe I know that it's there. And please believe I get embarrassed at times when it shows up. That girl dresses up, puts on heels, and acts a fool up in the club. I'm not literally up in the club, y'all. I'm just meaning, hey, look at me, I'm on the dance floor kind of anger. And then I'm really, really broken up about the things that I say and did after the smoke clears. God's working with me on that. And, now I'm very brutally polite, which at times also gets me in trouble, but hey, that's a different story. Pendulum swung the other way, and it's better than putting hands on people, which I have been known to do. Only in instances of extreme gaslighting and just flat out disrespect. I don't go looking for a fight, but I won't run from one. You've heard me say that. That being said, I had to take ownership of my part in the pain. And I need to say, it's like ivory soap. It's 99.9% my fault because I took my eyes off God. I heard, I saw, I disbelieved. It's kind of like when God says, hey, the flood is coming. And Noah started building that ark. And the people saw Noah building the ark. And the people laughed and mocked at Noah building the ark. And then the flood came. And everybody ran to that ark trying to get in. And that's how I see my pattern of behavior. Extend the benefit of the doubt. Extend the benefit of the doubt. Oh, you're a good person. You're telling me you're a good person. I'm hearing something different, but you're telling me. And you're pretending. And then the whammy. No conversation, no nothing, the whammy. You were building up. That's like somebody that has a catapult. They're cranking this thing. You hear the crank. You see it going back. You see the amount of effort that's being put in this. Then it locks into position. Okay, you're going to just let it sit there. It's always good to be prepared. Never once telling you that you're the target. And maybe they weren't intending for you to be the target, but you got hurt nonetheless. Whether you got hit with the thing that it was hurling, or you got crushed in the ricochet of their own madness, you're still hurt. My positioning is, I didn't get out of the way of the catapult. You told me you were loading it up. Didn't say it directly, but your behaviors consistently demonstrated. But you covered it up, you camouflaged. And in my taking ownership and accountability of, not believing or seeing, believing what I'm seeing or hearing, I had to tell this person, Carol, that, it's kind of like reading a book and then watching a movie. They don't often match up because a lot is left to the imagination and interpretation. And that's where I am at fault. Again, took my eyes off God. God was not first and foremost. And the result is, a consequence. God is a God of order. And, I'm going to quote my grandma, when you know better, you do better. Amen. Not when you know better, you regress. I thought about that. And I'm just going to say, hey, when you know better, you do better is the message for today. Let's see where the devotionals take us.